And it's good news with Dick Baumbach. How are you, Mr. Baumbach?
I am doing great, sir, and I hope you are doing well, too.
I am, man. Before we get into the stories, I got to ask you, how was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was wonderful out in the California area of Escondido. We were with our son and his family at a beautiful timeshare that is called the Lawrence Welk Resorts. And I highly recommend it, although Lawrence is not there anymore. But it is really incredible.
Really? Now, did you guys do anything really special that, do you have a Thanksgiving tradition or anything?
It's called laughter.
Laughter. That always works, it really does.
And how was yours?
It was fantastic. It was really good. We started this tradition where we try to eat our meals outside if we can. And we were at my daughter's house out on her back patio, and we had the tables set up, and it was really good. It was a lot of fun, a lot of food, and it's always a good time to get together. And like you said, laugh. We did laugh a lot. My grandsons can really make you laugh a lot. They really can.
You're making me laugh.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's some of the stuff the young people do, especially the little ones. It's just like, holy smokes. My little one, 2 years old, he loves football. And so we're out there eating, and he starts banging on his high chair. He wants the football game. It's football. And it's like, who taught him this? And everybody looks at me, and it's like, Grandpa did not teach him this. Oh, yeah, he did. So, yeah, we had to go inside and watch the football game. It was good. It's amazing. So your first show today, your first story is about a woman who's paying all the shelter adoption fees until 2017 so that pets can find a forever homes. First off, what's a forever home?
Well, it's a home that they would never have to leave again.
Oh, I got you. So tell us about this lady.
Well, this lady, her name is Kim Passini Hauk. She's from Sacramento, and she decided what she was doing for the holiday season is paying the fees, the adoption fees, for every single animal at the all shelter adoption in Sacramento. And when it was announced, the next day, 20 of 21 cats were adopted.
Wow.
She wants to get the entire place empty by December 31st, and she is paying out of her pocket $65 to $85 per animal, and there are still 112 animals to go. And she said no, she just wants this. This is her gift to animals and family.
Wow. That's amazing. Before we go on with any more stories, I have to share with the audience that it's not because Mr. Baumbach is so far away or because he's getting up there in age, but you have a cold.
That's what they tell me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, but I'm trying to take it over. It's just a cold, thank God.
Yeah, I just wanted people to know so that they didn't get worried about Mr. Baumbach giving us the good news that you just have a cold.
That's right. And they won't get it from me because this is through the air. It's not looking at me face to face.
There you go. So this lady, is she on target to do this with her pets or with the pets?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, the shelter says that they think every pet will be gone by the end of the year.
Wow. That brings us to the next one, which is, I would say it's almost similar, but not really, I guess. But a woman brings meals to a homeless man twice now after she sees him sharing with others. Isn't it amazing how people with so little share so much?
Yep. Well, this lady, who wants to remain anonymous, And what you'll see in the stories today and in future weeks, so many of these people do not want to be identified. But this lady is in Santa Barbara, California. This happened last week. And she saw a homeless man, and she went into a store and bought him a pizza, like from Pizza Hut or something. And she gave it to him, and she went off to the side, and she watched the man take the pizza and split it with two other homeless people. So she went back into the store and bought 4 more pizzas.
Wow.
And gave them to him and said, how come you're homeless? What's happening? He was an Air Force veteran, and he's had some problems in his life. And she said, well, why did you give him away? He said, because these people also are veterans with problems, and I wanted to help them too.
Wow. That is so heartwarming. Have you seen the one on Facebook with the little girl where her and her dad are at the restaurant? And she,
yep.
and she looks out the window and she says, Daddy, I want to give him my meal. And it was steak and potatoes. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
How old do you think that little girl was? She was probably, 3 or 4 years old?
I think 3 or 4,
yeah.
maybe 5, but I doubt it. I think 4.
That's what this
amazing.
That's what this is all about. It's all about the good news, and you seem to bring a lot of good news. And this next one is really good news. I wish I would have got stopped, but motorists are shocked when the police pull them over, and instead of giving them tickets, they gave them turkeys.
Yep. This happened in Fort Worth, Texas. 3 police officers who patrol a low-income area, instead of giving away tickets, identified people that they believe were needy, pulled them over, and gave them turkeys. 25 turkeys, 25 people.
Wow. That's like another Facebook story that I saw where the guy pulls this young lady over, and she is like almost crying, and she's like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And he says, no, you probably won't. And he takes out an ice cream cone and gives her the ice cream cone. And it was like, what? That was amazing. Yep. Oh, man, it's so good. The police get so recently so little, I guess, respect or recognition for the things that they do, and they do so much, and this is a good example. What can you tell us about the police around here, about what our Sheriff Wayne Ivey does at Christmas time?
He does so many different programs to help people, and the Sheriff's Department, along with the local police agencies from the various cities, they help out people, and usually Florida Today, the local newspaper, will have 1 or 2 stories, but it goes on and on. Like Sheriff's Department just had a Trick and Trunk campaign in Cape Canaveral, and what they did is they went into a disadvantaged area. They had the patrol cars decorated, and then they gave the kids candy and treats. Because,
oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Now, don't they do something at Christmas time with bicycles?
Oh, yeah, same thing. Yeah, bicycles to needy kids, and they're identified throughout the year, and then they just surprise them.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. It really makes you feel good to know that there's still people that are out there doing this kind of thing.
Oh, I know.
This next one is a little bit different from the police. It would probably indicate that less police are being called.
Yeah, that's true.
Declining U.S. divorce rate falls to the lowest that it's been in 40 years.
Yeah. The National Center for Family and Marriage Research says that the divorce rate has now fallen to 16.9 per 1,000 marriages, the lowest since the mid-1970s.
That's incredible. What do you think? What do you think is the driving force behind that?
I think it's people when they make a decision to get married, or making the commitment, or deciding yes, we're going the distance. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, Hawaii is the lowest in the country with 11 out of 1,000. Washington, D.C. is the highest with 30 out of 1,000.
Wow. I kind of thought maybe it was because of Obamacare and you had to be together to get a lower rate. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Well, that's all you have for us today. What do you have on the agenda for next week? And don't give it all away.
I'll just say a bicycle helmet that is incredible.
That sounds great. Until next week, this has been Dick Baumbach with the good news. Take care.
Thank you. Take care, Jeff.